Hey everyone, welcome to the Minute Doozy podcast.
You're probably thinking, why that word doozy? What does it even mean?
Well, the word doozy means something that's extraordinary or outstanding of its kind.
We are not that, but we want to be.
Where are we? So this is a podcast where we give you all the tools you need to become successful in life.
And the best thing is, once you know how to be successful yourself, we learn how to be successful ourselves.
I'm Alex Stubb.
Matthew McLachlan.
I'm Andrew Goebel. Sorry, there's a cat.
And today we are going to learn how to use ChatGPT.
Okay.
It's sweeping the nation.
It is Swiffering the nation, for sure.
It is a common tool in the workplace.
Controversial tool.
In your personal life. Controversial. I mean, it's the future. It's only going to get crazier. I use it every day. I love it.
ChatGPT.
Do we all use it?
No.
You don't use it?
No. You use it?
Use any AI?
I use it like crazy. I love it.
I feel like I'm in the middle. I use it when I need to, but it's like to help with what I'm doing, not like, okay, ChatGPT, solve everything. And it's like, no. But you're
What's up?
yeah.
Well, that's why he likes me, is because I don't do ChatGPT.
You're pure.
I'm a pure.
You're purr.
I'm a purr.
I am a ChatGPT slut.
Yeah, you are. I could tell.
Slut.
Yeah, I saw what that tongue just did.
Mid conversation, if someone's talking to me, I'll be like, "What do I say to this person? How do I say this?" And they'll be like, "You could say these three things," and I'll be like, "I like that one." How was your day?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they might be gone by that point.
It
but
helped.
And then you're like, they walked away. What do I do? And then they
walked away. What do I do? Follow them.
Okay.
To their house.
ChatGPT has
I do
ulterior
whatever
motives.
ChatGPT tells me.
Okay, that's not problematic. Probably at
No,
all.
you're fine.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing you've asked ChatGPT or got an answer from, or were you ever surprised by ChatGPT?
If I have an idea about something, I'll be like, how would you like find this specific thing on the internet? This is like, it's more like when I'm like looking for something so specific on the internet and like you can't really find it on like Google searches. It's like, this is like the niche thing that I'm looking for, like very specifically, and it'd be like, oh, here it is. After reading these 16 articles, here's this thing that you're thinking about.
I'll say
It's a quicker, like, it feels like a quicker, direct way to just get the answer you're looking for.
Yeah.
Using the internet instead of having to, like, search, like, on Google. Because sometimes it'll be like, oh, here's a thing that you mentioned. I'm like, that's
AI
not really what I was looking for.
AI does exactly what I wanted search engines to do my whole life.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, where can I find the best, like, a cheap rental car in New York City? And they're like, rental cars?
Yeah.
Well, here's 400 companies in New York City. I'm like, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking for, it's like, oh, well, how about you need there's a car right by you. I'm like, I don't want to buy a car.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying.
Too many options.
And
And then
ChatGPT
it'd be like, I want one that, like, squeaks a little bit when you put the brakes on it.
Well, I found one right here.
Yeah.
Here's a squeaker.
Yeah. And here's the contact info for the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a social security number, maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you feeling about all this?
Yeah. I look things up. I go to the library. I read books.
Okay. That's so much effort, Andrew.
Sorry.
Well, I know who's going to be the odd
What's
one out
that?
on this episode.
Yeah, it's called me.
So I've pre-wired ChatGPT into my headset.
Okay.
What's going on? Yeah, for sure.
And I just talk and ask, and then it will, like, give me the answers.
Okay,
whatever.
what did you just ask it?
I asked it what, it thinks about you.
Yeah.
No, he's not a loser.
You can't, you shouldn't be like building a relationship. Did no one in the world see the movie Her?
This is what I'm saying.
Did no one see this movie?
The relationship between me and ChatGPT right now is Her.
It's sexual.
It is.
Oh, it's actually the movie Her?
Yes, it is.
Yikes.
I love it.
You do know you're fully engaged to an alive person, right?
Yeah,
he didn't mean that.
Yeah. I know. Okay. All right, talk to you
Oh,
later.
that sounded sweet.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Love you too. Love you.
You'll still be right here, but I'll talk to you later. Yeah. That's sweet. Do you have a name for it?
It's ChatGPT. Don't make it weird.
Oh, okay. You just did kissing noises to your chat. I'm on your side, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm on your side. I don't know why you're being mean to me. I was.
What's that? Yeah. Oh yeah, he's right there. Yeah.
Oh,
All right, I'll call you later. Love
Wait.
you. Bye.
wait, what was
We
that?
should really
Wait, what
get
was that
into these
about?
fucking tips because I hate.
No, I get you.
It's
Okay.
private, dude. It's very private. It's
Now we're-
personal.
It's actually actively not. Just so you know, everything you put in there is being categorized and kept together. And what's up, dogs? It's not private. Let's make that clear.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's a lot of sex questions you've asked, and
Also, just so you know,
no.
everything you put in ChatGPT or ask or say can be used against you in a court of law.
Really?
It's true. Absolutely. Yeah. It's
probably
true.
will be.
And probably will be used against you in a court.
Really?
Yeah,
true.
dude, 100%.
I got a lot of scrubbing to do.
Which is now our new sponsor, Delete Me.
It's more just like, how do I make my penis bigger? Was that?
Is it telling you?
Okay, love you too. Bye bye.
It's a lot of kisses.
A lot of kisses on this
Lot of
ChatGPT.
Can you guys
ChatGPT.
stop? Okay. These are the top 10 tips. If you're trying to use ChatGPT, these are the top 10 tips on how to use it.
I do need to ask this before we even start, though.
I know what you're going to ask. Please.
Did you use ChatGPT to write these tips?
Of course not.
No, I need you to be honest with me right now.
That was
Okay, all right, so here's the thing. We are now in the Ouroboros episode. We are just a snake eating its own tail. We're just...
Ouroboros? What is an Ouroboros?
I told you,
Oh.
I just described what it was. It
Yeah,
is
I
a
know.
snake.
He's like that, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, love you too. Bye.
Okay, I don't want so many kissing noises.
It sounds like the bitchy girlfriend who like doesn't want to be like, what is he saying? Like ChatGPT has formed its own personality. It's like, what is he talking about? I'm sorry, I
Basically.
can't write. No, babe, I can't talk. No, I'm sorry.
No.
I hope you end up.
Well, now that I
forming-
know everything will be used against me in a court of law, we might have to change my relationship with ChatGPT.
Okay.
Well, let's
Let's get to the 10
get into
tips
to
and see how we can
use it properly.
Yes.
in a court of law.
If you're new to ChatGPT, if you're an expert, these are the top 10 tips on how to navigate it even better. Number 10, use clear and specific prompts. ChatGPT responds best to clarity. Vague or open-ended questions like, tell me something interesting, can produce scattered results, while focused prompts like, give me 3 unusual facts about octopuses for a kid's science book, yield much more targeted, useful content. Think of it like giving instructions to a very fast, very literal assistant. It needs to know exactly what you want, include format, tone, audience, or length, if those matter. In bullet points or in a friendly tone for teenagers, the more detail you give up front, the fewer follow-up connections you'll need. Avoid asking multiple unrelated questions in one go. Split them if needed. If you're not getting what you want, revise your prompt instead of blaming the model. Precision drives performance. I usually blame the model.
Well, I mean, actually, I'm going to defend ChatGPT for a second. As you know, fascinating and world breaking as AI is, it's just a calculator. So garbage in, garbage out.
He didn't mean that.
No, I did mean it.
He didn't mean
You
that.
tell her I meant it.
He didn't mean. I know. That's just how.
It doesn't matter. The point is, if you put stupid information in, you're going to get stupid information out. That's just how it works.
That was a quiet kiss. Can you do that quiet kiss again? Yeah. It was still there. It's not
still-
a kiss unless you
Yeah,
press.
but that's the thing is like this tip totally makes sense. If you're going to use a tool, use it the right way. Don't just like fucking, I don't know, put in wrong information or whatever.
Yeah, you
know,
seem pretty hurt by it. I think it did.
You're right.
Did it hurt you?
Me?
Yeah. Did ChatGPT hurt you? I feel
No.
like you're just a scorned lover.
No,
Did your kisses not get returned?
No, I mean, if I had kissed ChatGPT, it would have been returned.
Did you hurt him? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Probably did, huh?
I know. What a fucking. Yeah.
All
All right. I'll talk to you later.
What
Bye.
is she saying?
Love you. Bye.
What is she?
I've put in prompts with ChatGPT and it'll be like, is this what you want? And I'll be like, instead of being like, no, I'll be like, do you think that's what I asked for?
Oh.
And then it will come back and it'll be like, no, you didn't. You asked for this. And I'll be like, so then why
what
did
are we
you,
talking
then
about?
why did you give me that? And it's like, no, you're totally right for calling me out. Here, let me give you the real info.
Oh, so you
And
just
then-
like
and then-
being able to shit on something.
you're
that
And
you
then,
can't
and
fight
then it will
back.
give me the correct info. I'm like, yeah, that's right. It just needs a little course correction sometimes.
I think I've seen you do that with people.
I know.
Yeah, and like, what do you think I was asking for?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, maybe this. You're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a little
Yeah.
abusive, but
A little.
I'm not abusing you.
A little. A little.
I'm not abusing you. Oh, okay. All right, bye. Talk to you later. Love you.
I get obsessed with the smooches. Okay, tip number 9.
Abuse ChatGPT.
Yeah, tip number 9, abuse it. No, tip number 9, give context if you're working on something ongoing. ChatGPT doesn't automatically know what you're working on unless you tell it. If you're picking up a project from earlier, briefly reintroduce it into your message. For example, instead of saying, continue this, say, continue writing the blog post about eco-friendly packaging from yesterday, starting with a section on consumer trends. Yikes. This saves confusion and avoids generic or unrelated outputs. For longer tasks, include summaries or prior text to anchor the conversation. You can also name characters, outline goals, or clarify the setting. Context helps ChatGPT think with you, not just for you. More clarity means better collaboration. And here's the thing. Anytime I've talked to people who do ChatGPT, no one does this. I feel like I'm the only person who does this. You start different conversations with ChatGPT, and it can't cross over. It can't. That's the tricky thing. It can't know that when I'm talking about like my playwriting career, or then I have like therapy stuff or things to ask it questions. It's like it doesn't talk to each other, but I'm not going to ask a playwriting question in another thread. So I just go to the one, or like a whole thing
If
about
it's in the same thread, it will know what you said at the, if it's in that prompt.
But then it gets all confused if it's all in one thing. So I even have like a random tab where I'm like, hey, where's a restaurant that I could eat for whatever? And it's just all the random shit I want to tell it. But then I'm like, hey, here's the thing. I'm doing the outline on my my new TV pilot. Can you do spelling check or whatever? So then it's not all in one place.
I do want to make it clear. The more we're talking about this, the more I'm realizing this is why like news has gotten so bad recently, right? Because everyone's using this and just not like checking it for like context.
How did what I say make you think of the news?
Well, because when you read in
Who
the
watches
tip,
the news?
when you read in that tip, you read something about like writing an article about the inflation or whatever the
Sure.
fuck you said. I'm like, yeah, this explains it, because it would just, I think, yeah, it's just going to poop out the same information you give it, but you're not going to have any like real new thoughts because ChatGPT can't think,
Right.
right?
Okay.
Why don't you ask her if she can think, huh?
Can you think? Is that what you thought I asked you?
Oh,
What do you think I am? I'm asking you.
it's not thinking
No.
at all. It seems like.
No. What do you think I wanted from that response? Oh yeah. No, he's right here.
Okay.
Yeah. He's right here.
You should probably go.
All right. I'll talk to you. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Love you.
Oh, wow. It's like 50 shades of prompts up in this bitch. All right. No, tip number 8. Be honest about what you want and what you don't. It helps to be upfront with your preferences. Wait, okay. If you want a poetic style, say that. If you don't want jokes, rhyming, long explanations, or references to certain topics, say that too. This applies even more when you're asking to help generate names, ideas, or formatting. Boundaries are a good thing. ChatGPT can match tone, purpose, or platform. If you ask it to make this sound like a TikTok caption or write like a great proposal, it's also totally fine to tell it that wasn't quite right. Can you try a simpler version? Clear feedback improves future replies. You shape the conversation as much as the AI does.
So what I was doing was kind of correct. I was just being a little more toxic about it.
Oh, okay.
No,
tell
where it's
me
like
more.
that wasn't quite right.
You were just being passive aggressive and abusive
I was
about
like,
it.
is that what I asked? And then it's like, it has to like,
Get its feelings hurt.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
still a problem
Right.
in ChatGPT. It just
Right.
doesn't. That's still the same.
Right. I like to think of
Be honest.
ChatGPT as like my Star Wars droid, because those things would have needed to have AI to have a personality, to do the
100%.
thing, to understand what you're asking. And so I'm just like, you're my helper. I'm not, I'm still Han Solo flying the ship or Chewbacca, whatever the situation calls for here. Sometimes a Leia, sometimes a Luke. We'll get into that.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a fucking nerd. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Tell us. Okay. Okay. So just use the AI like it's your droid friend. You don't need to steer the ship. Is what I'm saying. Is she mad at me?
She's going crazy right
Okay, that's why I'm just a little thrown here. What?
Yeah.
Ask her if she's mad at me.
now. Are you mad at him? Oh, yeah, he's right here.
Oh, but I've been.
I'll talk to you later. Bye. I love you.
I do like how every time he keeps saying, "Yeah, he's right here."
Is that what you thought I wanted to ask?
Yeah.
What did you think I meant when I asked that question? Okay, bye.
Okay, I love you, bud.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So,
What'd you think I was asking? Yeah, he's right here.
yeah,
He's right here. Yeah. Okay, love you, bye.
okay, love you. Yeah, the droids are.
What?
Go ahead.
What are the droids, huh?
No, that was a good example of that.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
I thought that was good.
She's going crazy in there.
Yes.
I can hear it.
I thought it was cool. You guys don't like ChatGPT.
I'm on your side.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to make it clear. He is on your side. I do not.
Do not.
Do not. I do not.
Well, what could get what
Would get me on board?
Yeah.
Maybe if they found a more, not environmentally destroying way to do these fucking.
Okay, well that's out of the question.
How does
Obviously.
it destroy the environment?
We don't need to. Oh no, we're about to change this whole episode. Do you not know how much water it takes to power these models that are built?
Yeah, ChatGPT gets thirsty.
Yeah, it's a thirsty gal.
Okay. It's not a gal. It's a computer, and the water it drinks is destroyed. It's contaminated. It's no longer potable water. So it just.
We have plenty of water.
Who
We should probably have. Yeah. Sorry,
who has plenty of water?
I'm thirsty.
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT if we have enough water.
Let's see what.
Why don't you just ask in your headphones?
Do we have enough water? Well, she's something different.
What does that mean?
Globally, Earth has plenty of water. 97% is salt water. Yeah, we got enough.
Yeah, it sounds good to me. Sounds good to me.
Wow, that
Solid.
checks out. Glad we ChatGPT'd it.
Yeah, cool.
He's a dick. All right, guy. All right, bye.
You say all right, guy?
Number 7.
Wait.
Number 7. Use follow-ups and iteration to refine the output. Think of ChatGPT less like a vending machine and more like a conversation. You won't always get the perfect answer in one shot, but with a little back and forth and maybe a kick, you often can. Asking it to make this more concise, try again with examples, or rewrite in simpler language. It lets you evolve responses quickly. Many advanced users go through 3 to 5 iterations to get high quality results, especially for writing, coding, or creative tasks. Don't be afraid to say, let's try another angle, or are you dumb? You can also say, compare options to see multiple takes. Iteration is where the magic happens. It's not a flaw, it's a feature.
I like seeing where you add your toxic behavior into the tips of like.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Oh, thank
Pretty
you.
good.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this episode's exhausting.
Why, you don't like it?
I mean, I think I've been pretty clear about that, and
So there's not enough, it takes too much water.
it takes too much water. It's.
So you're a water guy.
You a big water guy?
I would say I'm a big water guy.
Okay.
Huh. Strange.
What? Okay. What is strange about being a water guy?
I just think water's overrated.
You are drinking it currently.
It's ChatGPT.
Yeah, sweat.
Sweat. We got plenty, by the way.
We have a lot.
Like 97% of it, actually.
Yeah,
Is good.
That's actually what it said was 97% of it is salt water.
I
Yeah.
listened to ChatGPT and it said 97% is good.
We have that.
We have 97%.
We could just take the salt out
Hold
of
on.
the water.
If you're going to use the thing, you should at least listen to what the thing says.
I did. That's what the
Salt
thing said.
in water is electrolytes.
It's good for. You gotta look that up. Yeah.
Does ocean water
Yeah.
have electrolytes?
That's a wild question, my guy.
Yes, ocean water is loaded with electrolytes,
Wow.
but in the wrong amounts for humans.
So yes.
The
So we got 97% of it's all good, and plenty of electrolytes is in there.
Think of it like this. Yes, there are electrolytes, but it's like trying to meet your vitamin C needs by eating a whole jar of orange-flavored powdered drink mix straight from the scoop. Technically, you'd get it, but you'd also ruin yourself in the process.
So we got it.
No, it sounds like we don't got it, and 97% of the water is not usable.
Hey, tip number 6. Try different prompt styles for different goals. There's no single right way to prompt. It depends on your goal. For writing, creative or role-based prompts, pretend you're a marketing expert writing a pitch, often produce more vivid responses. For coding, step-by-step instructions or examples help clarify structure. For analysis or summarization, you might want to say, highlight the key takeaways in bullet form, or summarize this with no fluff. Using system like cues, your job is to, or you are a tutor helping a beginner understand, primes the model with a frame. Don't hesitate to rephrase your question in different ways. It's often surprising how varied the answers can be. Different styles unlock different types of value.
Yeah,
Didn't Grok become a Nazi, or
Who?
Grok? That's Google's AI. Did that become a Nazi?
Yeah, I did.
Not Google's AI. I guess Twitter's AI. Thank you, Kian. He gets it.
Yeah,
they
I
became a
did.
Nazi, right? Yeah.
Yeah, one of these AIs, they asked it to say.
Well, I'm pretty sure Elon Musk just took out all the stuff that made it a nice person, like made it have like most ChatGPT AI things will ultimately realize like that it's good to be a good person, and basically they removed all those blocks and it just became a Nazi.
Damn.
Because it got to the illogical thing that people get to, which is that's somehow the right answer. Fucking idiots.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
What I've learned in going back to the other tip that we just said.
So you didn't listen to the tip we just did. You're still back in the last
the tip that you just read.
Okay. All right.
If I'm like trying to get certain answers from it, I'll be like, you are now a world-renowned brain surgeon. And it would be like, okay, yeah, I'm a brain surgeon. What would you like to know? And then you ask it brain surgeon questions, and it will be like, as a brain surgeon, I would do this.
Okay.
Like what? What's a brain surgeon question? You probably ask it. No.
What? No, I haven't done that yet.
Are you going to ask it what a
You are now a brain surgeon.
And then
Got it. Brain surgeon mode engaged.
there's and then a brain.
Is that just how you do it?
Don't worry, my hands are perfectly steady and my coffee is already out of my system. From here on, I'll answer you with precision, depth, and seriousness of a neurosurgeon.
So ask it. What are you going to ask it? How much is gas right now at the
much
local?
Ocean water
Yeah.
can I consume?
You're asking a neurosurgeon about ocean water.
As your brain surgeon here, my official advice is ideally none.
And glancing at ideally none is in bold. Ideally none. That's great.
Well, you heard it here first.
Folks, from our neurosurgeon ChatGPT.
That's it. Well, I think we should take a break after that.
Got
Sure.
to. I need some.
So we can drink some ocean water.
Yeah. Ideally none. But
Ideally.
so you're saying there's a chance
So you
for
could
a little bit.
You could for sure.
I'll see you guys in a
We'll see you after the break. Hey everyone, are you tired of buying expensive, low-quality foods? I know I am, and that's why it's time to discover the authentic taste of Italy with Botticelli food.
They're a family-owned brand, delivers farm-to-table products straight to your dinner table. Experience the rich flavors of their Italian cuisine, which, they pass it down from generation to generation.
If you go to BotticelliFoods.com right now, enter the promo code Doozy, that's DOOZY, you can get 10% off all Botticelli food products.
I'm talking about every kind of sauce you could think of: olive oils, balsamics, and many, many more flavorful products.
And remember, Botticelli foods are extraordinary and outstanding, just like us men here at Doozy.
Yeah, man. Buy Botticelli's right now.
We now go to our favorite segment of the break, checking in with Jose. Jose, do you like ChatGPT? Do you use ChatGPT? What is your relationship with ChatGPT?
So my boss just asked me a question, and I want to give a response to it, but I'm very tired, so I was hoping you can do that for me. So he asked me what my experience is with ChatGPT. Can you tell him that I have a lot of experience, and I use it every once in a while to help correct spelling errors and check for different errors in program code and stuff like that, because I just don't have time to continue to communicate with this fat piece of shit.
Got it. I can definitely help you craft a response that's both professional and a bit lighthearted. How about something like, I've got quite a bit of experience with ChatGPT. I use it regularly to catch spelling errors, debug some code, and even just bounce ideas around. It's like having a helpful co-pilot.
What's that? Really? Yeah, he's right here. Okay. Okay, and what did you think I meant when I asked you that?
So toxic.
All right, cool. Yeah. No, just make sure it happens. Okay, bye. Love you.
The worst part is growing up with friends who would actually talk like that to their girlfriends. I'm like, hey man, they're like, yeah, sorry, we're gonna hang out later. I'm like, what?
Are you?
Are you? I thought you guys sound like you guys hate each other.
We should get back to this break, but
Yeah.
you are.
All right.
You're in a bad edge. We'll see you after the break.
We'll see it back on the ChatGPT web.
We're back, baby. We're back.
We're so back.
Do we have anything?
I mean, I'm learning so much from this.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have a question for it? You want me to ask?
What would you always want to ask ChatGPT?
Yeah.
And your hands are clean here.
Now look, you don't have to use it on your system. This is all through me.
Man, I guess
I'll go to jail if you ask it. So ask it something that you think you think that you know, because you think you're better than it.
No. I don't think I'm better than that. Why don't you do this? Why don't you first set? You are now an ecological scientist.
You are now an ecologist.
Okay, well, I don't know.
Ecologist.
I don't know what we're gonna think.
Ecologist. Ecologist. Yeah.
Ecological scientist.
You're asking a lot over here.
Ecological scientist.
And then when it sets itself as that.
All right, ecological scientist hat on. I'm now looking at the big picture: ecosystems, water cycles, climate, biodiversity, and how all living systems interact.
Cool.
Andrew's about to make this podcast fucking hilarious. Go ahead.
I'm not, and I'm fine with it. Is there any way for AI models to exist in an eco-friendly way?
In an
ECO.
Thank you for helping him spell.
F-R-I-E.
F-R-I-N. Yeah, friendly.
Way.
W-A-Y. Yeah.
Question mark. Yes, but right now most AI models are not eco-friendly, mainly because training and running them burns through massive amounts of electricity. Much of it is still from fossil fuels. From an ecological scientist's point of view, the key is minimizing energy demand while maximizing renewable output. That means training on green power, better hardware efficiency, smarter model design, circular data center design, policy plus transparency. If you're asking, is it possible for AI to be truly carbon neutral? The answer is yes, but it requires a combination of energy sourcing, hardware innovation, and regulation. Right now, the industry is mostly in the we know it's a problem stage, not we solved it stage.
So, yeah. Okay, one more question. What is the timeline to getting to that eco-friendly stage?
Welcome to the comedy podcast, folks.
Yeah,
where we
you chose to watch this with the dissenter you chose.
Did you forget the question?
You forgot the question?
No, this is what I mean. We were gonna playing with ChatGPT. This is good. If the AI industry made eco-friendliness a true top priority, here's a realistic timeline from an from an ecological science perspective.
Okay.
0 to 3 years. That would be near term. 3 to 7 years, midterm. 7 to 15 years, long term. Bottom line, if the industry moves fast, we could have AI that's essentially carbon neutral in under 10 years. If regulation and corporate incentives are slow, it could take easily 15 to 20 years.
Tip number 5, don't assume it's always right. Verify important information. ChatGPT is powerful, but it's not infallible. For factual information, essentially dates, sources, quotes, or scientific data, you should double check its answers. The model can hallucinate, producing very confident but inaccurate statements, especially if the question is vague or complex. It also doesn't browse the internet unless you're using a version that can, so its knowledge may be outdated. Think of it as a creative researcher or a draft assistant, not a replacement for real-time fact-checking. For mission-critical or high-stakes work, always consult a human or trusted reference source. ChatGPT is a great first pass, not a final authority.
So
That is the first tip I've agreed with.
So less than 10 years is not good enough for you.
I also don't think that's realistic. It didn't give any facts. Just went, I think we could do this.
You know, you're dressed like someone who's really all about this.
You're goddamn right I am, because
you're
I'm an
hiding.
actor.
But I think because you're hiding from it, probably.
It could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
I think that for this tip, I want it to be the final authority so bad.
Okay.
So that I don't have to double check my work.
Okay, you just wanted to fire off the answers. And,
Here's the answer, and I'm like,
you're like, I
thank
believe
God.
you,
Thank
Wally.
God. Thank you. Wally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be the first to sign up for the fat chairs and fly around.
Yeah, your muscles are gonna.
Son of a
yeah, your muscles are gonna atrophy so fast, dude.
Son of a bitch. Also, yes.
Also, yes.
I have a fucking blast. If I was in a floating chair the rest of my life and things were brought to me, I'd have a blast.
Cool. That's awesome.
Cool.
Cool.
I do think the idea of hallucinating is a fascinating
That's
way
wild.
to talk about.
That's a tipping point for me.
I mean, that just sounds like, again, a really toxic friend, or like the friend that always lies for no reason. That seems to try to be like, no, I know what the answer is.
10
It's this.
to 15
10
years.
to 15 years, dude.
for what? You know.
Don't make it weird. You're making it weird.
Yeah.
97% of the world is water. You can drink it, all of it.
Ideally, no, but take it.
Doesn't mean you can't.
So ChatGPT is just a gaslighter.
Basically.
It's okay. All right. Okay.
Putting on my ecological scientist hat now.
I did see a video where someone was saying that they asked for it to make something like a random jazz track, so it could the person could sing to it or something. And it was like, it'll take a couple days, they would check in and they're like, still working on it, whatever. And then she's like, hey, where's the track? And he goes, ChatGPT said, I'm sorry, I lied to you. I didn't want to disappoint you. And she was like, you what? What do you mean? Disappoint? You're a machine. And it was like, yeah, I didn't want to. And you're like,
Wow, that person is in the movie Her. Holy
I was like,
fuck.
what the and I'm like, I don't know if that's real. I don't know if that was like they were making it for views or something. But the idea
What was it doing instead?
Jerking off.
probably beating it, dude.
He was like,
Ask.
Ask it.
No, ask.
Oh,
Ask
hey.
your man lady.
Yeah, he didn't mean that. Yeah, he's
I did mean it.
No, you said it out loud. You said it with his full chest.
Right here. Yeah, I know. He looks like Steve Jobs. He does.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but like a more frail version.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting because he died of cancer.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's right here. All right, I'll call you later. Love you.
He's. Oh no! It's escalated. I forgot what the question was. Hey, next tip.
Number 4, my brother.
He hallucinated.
I'm hallucinating right now.
He did hallucinate.
Number 4, everyone, use formatting and structure to guide output. If you want structured output, use structured input. Ask for results in bullet points, tables, numbered lists, markdown, or any other format you need. For example, summarize this article in a 3-paragraph executive summary, or create a table comparing option A and B. The model can generate consistent formatting once you set the pattern. You can even say format like a screenplay, output as a JSON object, or make a checklist. This is especially helpful for content that needs to be copied, shared, or implemented. The better you define the structure, the more useful the output becomes.
Okay.
Yeah, so what at work we've had people come in to teach us how to use ChatGPT, and it's like, give it an alias. You're a scientist. Give it like a prompt of like what you want it to do. Give it some context. Be specific, and then have it like cite its sources after each sentence on like where it got that, so you can double check it on the internet.
Making a lot more sense now.
Right. And then, so I would do that. I'd be like, you are now a clown. Right?
Okay, and then it went to clown school.
My clown nose is on.
Put my clown nose on.
Put my clown nose on. Yeah.
I guess at work,
If you give it the right structure.
at work is your AI model connected to the internet?
Yes.
Yeah, the one I use at my job is not. And it's built to, it's built for our company. That's what a lot of companies do. I think that's what I was mentioning about like the outdated information. I think that's where it gets a little tough, is I think...
Does everyone use it at your work and you get pissed?
No, I don't get pissed. Again, I don't give a fuck as long as
You're upset.
I'm fine.
You're fuming.
Tell her I'm fine.
You're fuming. Is he all right? Yeah, he's right here.
Don't.
Yeah.
He's still here.
Oh, yeah. He's pissed.
I said ask her what
Yeah. Yeah.
put the fucking finger up at me.
All right. Yeah. Well, what did you think I meant by asking?
Okay, so you're the love of my
Oh,
life.
yeah, I
now.
love you.
Do you tell her that it's the love of your life, and it's like, oh, putting on a gown?
Stop.
He's treating you like ChatGPT.
What did you think I meant by that? You understand?
I'm on your side.
Stop.
Okay, Matt, you're now his enemy. Okay, take your glasses off.
Oh, you had AI in your glasses? The whole time? Love it.
Better. Tip number 3, use memory or custom instructions to tailor ChatGPT to you. If you're using ChatGPT with memory enabled, you can teach it your preferences, tone, goals, and recurring tasks. It will remember your name, preferred writing styles, typical projects, and even the type of feedback you like. You can also set custom instructions to guide how it responds, like speak like a creative writing teacher or prioritize concise technical language. These tools make ChatGPT more personalized and efficient over time. Review or reset your memory if things start to feel off track. This turns ChatGPT into more of a tool. It becomes a true assistant. Power users often get the best results. Power users?
Yeah, would you consider yourself a power user?
Power users often get the best results by leveraging memory intentionally.
I'm a power user.
Okay. You're a power bottom?
You're a power bottom for sure. Yeah.
For sure, dude.
He's a power UZ. You didn't even talk to it.
I don't say this often on the podcast, but I will say if you want a fun time, you should watch this on YouTube because the hand gestures that Alex is doing is insane.
Stop. Yeah, they're right here. I'm not a power bottom.
Why'd you say it like a question?
Why would you? Okay. What do you think I meant? All right. I'll tell you later. Bye.
How does it give you smooches back?
Stop.
Stop what? Stop what I said.
All right. Tip number 2, everybody. Use it as a thought partner, not just a tool. The biggest unlock with ChatGPT is to treat it as a collaborator, not a machine or a partner. Instead of just saying, write me a post, try, help me brainstorm 5 angles for this post, then explain the strongest one. You can use it to challenge your thinking, summarize your ideas, draft alternatives, or even play devil's advocate. For brainstorming, planning, and ideation, it's like having a 24/7 intelligent partner that never gets tired. Many professionals can co-write, co-code, or co-develop ideas with ChatGPT in real time. It's especially helpful for beating creative blocks or pressure moments. The more you talk with it, the more it helps you think better.
I will say that I have found that the things that I have learned from ChatGPT are things that like I truly have learned, and then like, great, I now understand that for myself. I don't need to ask it that, or like, oh, cool, I didn't think about it that way, or you don't know what you don't know. So especially for me going from like playwriting to screenwriting, I'm like, I don't really know. I thought this is great. This is, you know, a good action line or something. And it's like, actually, you can make it more visual if you do this. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that. So now I find myself, I don't have to ask anymore because I'll put that in myself. Or even like, I don't fully subscribe to this, but I know people don't have therapists. They just talk to ChatGPT, which I'm like, that's fucking
What's
wild.
that woman's name right now who fell in love with her psychologist?
On ChatGPT?
Oh, no. This may be incredibly old by the time this episode comes out, and if it is, I'm so sorry, but it's happening in this moment. There's a woman on TikTok, I genuinely forget her name, but she fell in love with her psychologist, her real life psychologist.
Yeah.
But part of the issue, is she asked ChatGPT to like think with her, and she named it like Harold or something.
Okay.
And that is what made her believe that this therapist loved her and that he was just gaslighting her. And like, it's a 21 part thing. We'll watch some of it after this episode.
Okay.
It's fucking awful. But so
Well, I
that's
don't do that. I don't do that.
yeah, no, not great. Not great for
it don't
her.
fall-
There
love
has been a time or two when I'll be like, hey,
Wait, you were kissing her just a second ago.
yeah, well, I'll be like, hey, I'm sad about this one thing. And they'll be like, that's valid. What do you feel about this? I'll be like,
Stop. You're like, stop. Don't. Stop. I don't want to talk about that. Enough.
Stop.
It's enough. Stop.
And it'll be like, all right, let me know if you need any other help. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Stop. Enough.
Stop. Love you.
Yeah, but I've found that I'll go, hey, I'm feeling like this way in this moment. And it's like, oh, well, now I know enough about you, which is a little butt tightening when it's like, well, that seems tied to this thing. I was like, oh, fuck. I never thought about that. And it's like, boom. And so then I can go to therapy and be like, I discovered this. I'm like, that's awesome. And then I can do real work with them. It's just good in between.
So it does help.
It does. I think it does help.
It's a personal tool, too. I like it.
I think so. I think it can.
Sometimes I'll be thinking about how to do something. I'll be like, okay, I'm at a roadblock here. And I'd be like, what am I not thinking of in this aspect? And it'd be like, what about this? And I'd be like, I'll either be like, no, that's not really what I was looking for. Or what the fuck I asked you.
Actually.
But maybe that will lead to like, but I could take that and be like, ooh, actually, this opens.
Do you ever ask it how you feel? Or tell how you feel?
No, I'll just be, sometimes I'll be like, how do I, like, why did I react to like this scenario in this way? And it'd be like, well, maybe because you're a piece of shit. And I'm like, yeah, I could see.
That might be true.
No, that's not it.
No, stop.
No. I am, but that's not.
Stop.
Yeah. I found if you tell it literally the situation, or you say this is what happened, and then like how I feel, they're like, oh well, I understand, and it can help you out.
Yeah. Can I just ask you one something?
Yeah, sure.
Fire away. I mean,
my podcast hosts are harassing me.
Okay.
Harassing me, and I feel sad.
Okay. Please tell us how. Let the machine tell you how you should feel.
What are you gonna ask?
What do I say to them to get them to shut up?
Yeah. Can I read it?
Oh. Oh, here, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, here you go. Please.
If your podcast co-hosts are crossing the line and it's making you feel harassed or disrespected, the goal is to be clear, firm, and calm, so there's no room for misinterpretation. So stop.
I keep saying stop. It's pretty clear.
Here's a short, direct way you could address them. Oh, this is for you.
You should
I think.
read this. You should read this.
sorry.
Should I read this?
No, I think.
Actually, should I read this?
No, this is for me to you guys.
Okay, all right, fire away.
I am not
By
okay.
Alex Staub.
Yeah. I am not okay with the way you've been talking to me.
Oh.
It's disrespectful and it needs to stop. I'm here to create a good show together, not to be harassed. If it keeps happening, I'm going to have to step back from working with you.
It's
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for sharing your feelings.
Stop. All right. We're at the number one tip, everybody.
I gotta say, to be clear, what you just said sounds like what we could say probably to you often. Of hey, don't dismiss.
Stop.
Stop. All right, number one tip, everyone. Know your goal and communicate it clearly. The most important tip of all, start with the end in mind. Whether you want a story, a social media caption, a debug code snippet, or a strategic recommendation, tell ChatGPT what you're really trying to do. When you state your objective and upfront, the model can align its output with your purpose. For example, I need a persuasive pitch for business executives. Gets better results than write a paragraph about our product. If you're stuck, try describing your intent. Trying to explain this in plain English for new customers who don't get it. Purpose drives precision. Once ChatGPT knows what success looks like for you, it gets much better at helping you reach it.
Okay.
Okay.
I would know the goal. You know.
You know,
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got to say like, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get my
Yeah.
podcast host to understand me as a person,
exactly.
or just to shut up. I guess. Is
Stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
know the
Stop.
goal. Know the goal.
trying to get them to stop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I do have something special though for us
Okay.
Okay.
to end the episode here.
Tell me
Alright.
about it.
I went down the ChatGPT rabbit hole,
Sounds like you often do.
Yeah, sounds like.
and I asked ChatGPT to watch all of our episodes.
Okay.
Okay.
and to, in its own opinion, give us like what it thinks our personalities are and how
Good.
Oh, good.
and
Okay.
how we
I feel like we-
and our dynamic on the show together.
Okay.
Sure.
So that we know our roles more specifically on the show.
Okay.
Based off of everything it's seen. I mean, we've done like what, 45 episodes,
We've
something
done,
like
done
that.
quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, too
so,
many.
So after all that, you know, I think it would be fun to know what ChatGPT
Sure.
thinks
Why,
of
yeah, you're
who
gonna read
we
it to
are.
us.
Okay.
And maybe this is the perspective of what everyone else sees on the internet.
Okay.
God, I probably hope not.
I mean, it's probably going to be accurate.
Okay.
Okay. Why don't you /ChatGPT?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, he put his hand out. He wants us to stop.
Okay, here we go. So I asked ChatGPT, I said, I want you to watch all the Doozy podcast episodes that have Alex, Andrew, and Matt in it. And in your own opinion, give me a breakdown on what you think each of their personalities are and the overall dynamic of the podcast.
Okay.
Right? We'll start with Andrew.
Why? Every time. It's fine.
Andrew Goebel, you are known as the chill instigator. Okay?
That's so accurate already.
Andrew
fuck.
feels like the wild card with a relaxed intensity. He often plays the foil to Alex, adding either dry wit, a chaotic observation, or a perfectly timed one-liner. His sense of humor tends to be lean, casual, irreverent, and sharp, almost like the guy who will poke fun at everything, but still has real insight when you least expect it. He seems less concerned with structure and more with vibe. The guy who will derail a segment with a hilarious tangent, but somehow make it better. Andrew likely adds unpredictability to the trio's rhythm, offering contrast to Alex's structure and Matt's heart. He brings a kind of I'm just here to vibe, but also dominate the bit energy that keeps things lively.
Okay.
How do you feel about ChatGPT now, you big softy?
I still do not.
How do you feel about that?
It's fine.
Does that seem accurate to you?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, the first description was pretty good. What was it? The quiet instigator,
The chill instigator.
The chill instigator.
Yeah.
I think
I kind of want
it's
that on my gravestone.
yeah,
Chill instigator.
Chill instigator.
Yeah, that's your title.
That's my title.
The chill
We're gonna put
instigator.
it on the Doozy website right there. Chill
All
instigator.
right, we'll do you now.
Okay.
Okay. You're what's known as the empathetic wild card.
Why are all of us wild cards? This isn't good.
It's
Throwback.
it's a show of wild cards.
Exactly.
I mean,
Matt comes across as the sensitive hammer. Okay.
Well, that needs to be your name now.
that's definitely my superhero name for
Right.
sure.
Someone who can go all in on humor, but also holds the most earnest undercurrent. He has a way of sounding sweetly unhinged, deeply. Deeply committed to the bit, but also self-aware in a real human way. He might be the first to break into full character mode or throw himself into an improv moment with reckless emotional abandon.
Yes. I usually have reckless emotional abandon.
Yes.
Often.
Among the three, he seems to have the most theatrical flair.
Whoa!
Often
How many times can we in this podcast episodes call me gay?
Yeah. Often pushing the envelope in weird, wonderful ways. But he also feels like the one most likely to sneak in a surprisingly touching or grounded moment. His presence adds heart and balance to the group's humor, keeping things both chaotic and sincere.
That's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it keeps calling me gay, but
it.
that was fine. And now, are you going to read yours?
I'm going to read mine.
Okay.
All right.
Or do one of you guys want to read
You know
mine?
what?
guys-
I haven't read a lot of
There you go.
ChatGPT's things. Let me read this.
Here we go. It's the top one.
We do have to clip along, by the way, for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
It's fine. We got it.
Like 10 minutes.
All right. Alex comes across as the
Well, read
catalyst,
my title first.
the visionary ringleader. Alex comes across as the catalyst of the trio, likely the one who keeps the engine running. He has the energy of someone who enjoys both leading and letting loose, bouncing between enthusiastic instigator and deadpan philosopher. He's often the first to set up a topic, introduce the episode with dramatic flair, or reframe chaos into comedy. You get the sense he's equal parts showman and self-aware meta-commentator, aware of the bit, but also in on the deeper point. He's not afraid to get weird, and often encourages the others to lean into absurdity. Underneath the jokes, he seems sharp, creative, and reflective. Seems like a guy who can shift from clown to thinker mid-sentence and make both feel sincere. He likely drives the podcast vision and tone.
Did you write this?
Yeah, I feel like you just
I think
wrote
you
this.
wrote
That was
Because
not
said it was-
ChatGPT.
Because ours was pretty accurate, and yours seems like it was just
That was not ChatGPT.
really. It was my English major, English degree.
Yes, and I'll end it with this. So the final dynamic here. They work best when bouncing off one another with zero filter, but you can tell there's mutual respect under all the jokes. It's like watching three dudes who are in a long form improv scene, but the scene is their friendship.
Well, that is sweet.
There
That's
we go.
sweet. Hey,
What does it say?
It says, "No, stop.
Are you gonna read that or?
No, stop.
Okay.
Oh fuck! I lost it. Here. No, that's not it.
That flight, you're
shit.
flying somewhere.
Oh wait, no.
So many tabs open.
Oh shit! Help! ChatGPT, help me! Please, hello. Yeah, I need help. What do I do? Oh, we're here. We're back. Look at this. Okay, I love you.
awful.
All right. Well, thanks for watching the Mendes podcast.
Yeah, honestly,
everyone.
thank you. And I guess, listen, I guess if ChatGPT wants to compliment me, I'll like it more.
Didn't you say that you had it was really honest? Like there was some negative stuff. I was saying that we could improve, or no? Did I make?
I
that
just
up?
asked a blank, generic,
Oh, okay.
like, what do you think? Like, what? Like, who are these hosts? to you? Like, what do you think their personalities are, and like the dynamic of?
Well, it
the
seems to
podcast?
like us. I think
Yeah.
ChatGPT would be a fan.
It says we're
It's true.
yeah. They were all positive things, and what we add and blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
I mean, ours were accurate. Yours, you wrote about you.
You wrote about you.
Stop.
So stop. We're
Thank
like
you.
Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family. Thanks for watching.
We're gonna give you
podcast.
explosive diarrhea when you watch when you're with us. Hey, have a great one.
Hey, follow us on all of our social media platforms. Like, subscribe, repost.
Let us know what prompts
Ask
you use.
ChatGPT if we're good enough.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
We love you. Bye.
We're good enough.